Head Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. There's a line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Yellow, yellow.
Joker.
Hey, color.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check.
Hey, 57 color. Hard time.
On first down, Mahomes. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Here I come again.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Darnold from the gun, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride them. Momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after him early.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
General West.
Check 13. Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Slam, slam.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Switch. Watch the eye.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Darnold now, only one pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
30-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm scared.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, orbit. Here we go.
On first down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hey, lady. Keep it up, guys. Hey, alert 3. Check 4.
They'll run it with Bell. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Darnold on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Powell takes it from Darnold. He's to the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They come out here in the eye. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Rush in. Kill.
Now Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Let's go. Red 80. Red 80. 53. Check 53. Check, 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 check. Check 31. Check. Red 80. He's coming. He's coming.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Let's go inside. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And what's that? Red 80. Jim, 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 Jim.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a first down carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Let's go, V, let's go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Williams. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is the running back, Powell. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
We call it sack block.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming to double up. Young lady. Red lady. Wide. Get wide. Switch.
22 jet bomber.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Darnold now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
43.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams. And that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ja'Kai Polite in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball.